marijuana laws, I believe, in the country, or at least in the top 2 or 3. There was a lot of excitement this year in Ohio. We had a couple ballot initiative attempts. 2 different groups, the Ohio Alternative Treatment Amendment and the Ohio Medical Cannabis Act of 2012. Both of us, Donnie and I, were involved with, one or the other. We made a lot of ground. You know, when you get a lot of seniors signing it, and you get law enforcement signing it. I had a law enforcement officer in his uniform sign my petition. How great is that? You know, so don't feel sorry for Ohio, because we're okay. We're learning as we go, you know, and we'll convince the big boys to get on board in Ohio. I'm confident of that. You don't realize the freedoms unless you come here. You know, you look around here. I talked to a law enforcement officer on the way to this park today, and he was in uniform, and he said, "Young lady, are you having a good time?" I said, "Why, of course." I said, "I don't know if this would go on in Ohio," and he started laughing. He said, "Hempfest is so great," and he told me that. Hempfest is so great. He says, "Ma'am," he goes, "we know that the laws are being broken." He looked at me, he smiled, you know. He goes, "But those 3 days, we're not going to enforce it. Go have fun." And I thought, wow, how great is that? You know, Vivian has been known forever, so they love him. And I got that just from that policeman. Now, my point is, what's going on in Washington is going in all the states. People all want the same thing. They just have different ways of getting there. And people are so passionate in this movement. You know, I'd like to see everyone, regardless of the organization, to come together on anything that will improve the cannabis laws in your state. You know, you take out the bad stuff. It's just something else to fight for. You know, I'm not taking sides on either way. But I know in Ohio, we would love to have something like this go on. You know? We would love to have people be allowed to have this freedom that you guys have every day. Really, really quick, and then I'm going to close. Last August, I found out I've got massive calcium deposits on my brain. Now, the massive calcium deposits are generated from a crippling terminal disease that I have, pseudohypoparathyroidism, which causes severe critical hypocalcemia, which causes all the above problems. God love my doctors. They've made me very proactive in this movement, because last August the head neurologist and my family doctor, who was also my specialist, came to the hospital room and told me that, "Tonya, there's nothing we can do for you except treat your symptoms and keep you comfortable. Go home and eat your cookies." Literally. Do what you have to do. There's nothing that the medical community can do. I am so pissed off. I'm at a different point in my life, because there's a right and a wrong. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not causing any crimes, criminal, violent activity by trying to save my own life. So I am really calling a lot of people on the carpet because you know what? I'm not going to go out like a chump. I may be in a wheelchair. I may have been given a death sentence and it may not be enough time for me to get better with my head, right? But our government knows that this is a neuroprotectant and it knows that it's an antioxidant and both of these I need. I'm going out like a fucking champ. Okay, I'm not going out like a chump. I'm not. And my goal this weekend, because this is getting more and more challenging, and the ones of y'all that know me know that. You guys can see that. It's getting more challenging. So I really, if our government can own patents on this, on cannabinoids, which is what I need, they can do what they want to me because they're not going to do anything worse to me than what this disease is doing to me already and the prison I'm already in. So, even the judges in my town said, told someone that I had to inquire. I said, is there something I can do so that I don't have to be afraid so I can fight for my life, right? And they said, no, there's really nothing, the judges are like, there's really nothing she can do, whatever. But they said, do what you have to do. And I will fight tooth and nail. They want to come and take me away, fine, do it. But I'm going to be screaming medical cannabis, medical cannabis, medical cannabis, medical cannabis, medical cannabis. They're not going to shut me up. So I'm done, but, if y'all want to talk later, I'm here and I'm always available. Always available. I will never get too sick or too big to be available. How's that? Thank you. God bless you.